We have asleep, upside down. Someone could be asleep. Someone's not awoke. Someone's not woke. Or somebody needs to be waking up. Or somebody needs to wake up because everything's upside down for somebody. Why did the can crusher quit his job? He was so depressed. So there's something that's not making sense here. Something is upside down regarding somebody was not awakened to something or enlightened to some information, possibly about a job. Somebody could have lost a job. Somebody could have said that somebody quit a job. So there could have been some sort of shady stuff going on surrounding somebody's work. Somebody could have like forced somebody out of a job or something. There was some sort of lie or some sort of information that was misconstrued regarding a job. Somebody could have quit their job, but I'm getting that somebody could have quit their job or something's not making sense because somebody said that someone quit their job, but they really didn't. The dyslexic devil worshiper sold his soul to Santa in the reverse. So somebody was very evil, somebody was dark. There's something that's backwards here. Upside down, dyslexic. There's something that's backwards here. Somebody didn't stand up for somebody. Somebody let someone fall. Somebody didn't defend someone. Somebody didn't protect somebody, and there was a separation. We have apart, so there's a separation, or somebody didn't stand up for someone or protect somebody, and that caused a separation, or somebody could have been together with someone who was pure with white. So somebody who was pure or innocent was made to look like they were not innocent. So somebody could have been in a relationship with someone they worked with, or there was some sort of work relationship where someone was not innocent, or somebody was trying to make someone look like they were guilty of doing something. This is somebody whose work could have been sabotaged. Slow in the reverse. Somebody was trying to slow this person down because maybe they're not as fast as them. So if this is like factory work, production work, something like that, somebody was trying to intentionally sabotage someone's work to slow them down intentionally because someone here is not fast. There's a karmic energy here who is not innocent. They're not fast. There's a separation. Somebody could have wanted to come together with somebody else, maybe wanted someone's position. Somebody wanted someone out of the picture, and another person didn't stand up for them. That's really shady, man. Shady, shady, shady. Let me check these cards. I haven't checked these for a while. So there's obviously something shady going on here regarding a work situation. Some lies being told about a work situation. Somebody said that someone just got upset and quit, and that's not what happened. There could have been a relationship, somebody who was in a relationship that was purposefully causing the separation, got upset with this person, tried to make them look guilty of something. There was some sort of setup here. So it's like this person was getting attacked not only at work, but like in their relationship as well. And whatever was going on in their relationship was affecting their work. When you find out that girls poop. So someone could be disgusted to find out what someone has done. Someone's going to find out some sort of information. This is that asleep. The very first card I pulled was asleep. Somebody needs to wake up. Somebody is waking up. Someone is about to find out some information here. When you look at your boyfriend after watching The Notebook and realize he's not Ryan Gosling, that's in the reverse. So somebody could have been upset or jealous of your relationship. There's somebody here who was in a relationship and it was not as it appeared. So somebody may have looked nice, looked handsome, beautiful on the outside, but on the inside they were a very dark person. When your mom tries to be your friend after yelling at you for not taking the hamburger patties out of the freezer like she asked, someone's parent could be involved in this as well. Someone's mother could have been jealous of a relationship that you had. Somebody could have known somebody that you worked with. There's a family connection here. So that came out sideways. So that's now in your future energy. So there could be someone who has some sort of altercation or disagreement with their family, or this could even, it doesn't even have to be your mom just because it says mom. It could be anybody. It could be your boss, someone above you, like a mature feminine energy, somebody that maybe you looked up to. It doesn't actually have to be a mom. But there's someone here that you did not see eye to eye with. This could even be the supervisor. Okay, so someone tried to be friendly towards you, and this could even be with that work situation. Someone tried to be your friend, but they were talking shit about you, causing altercations, and they were trying to make you look like you weren't doing your job. They were trying to make you look like you were the guilty party when you show up on a blind date and they're wearing a fedora. So somebody was blinded to the truth here. Somebody didn't want to see the truth about this person. Maybe they were well respected in the workplace or something like that. And somebody just didn't want to believe that somebody could have been guilty of trying to set someone up or make them look like they were a guilty person. When someone who works out starts talking about their workout, so people are talking, there's talk going on, something's about to be exposed. This is going to be brought to light. There's something really shady that was done to someone regarding the workplace, and there's some sort of relationship outside of the workplace that was influencing this and affecting this in some sort of way. So maybe a relationship, somebody could have forced another person out of work because they were jealous of their work, jealous of their relationship. Trust has been broken. This is trust in the reverse. So there's trust that has been broken somewhere along the line. Somebody couldn't be trusted. Somebody was not trustworthy, and they tried to make a divine femme or divine masculine look like they were the untrustworthy party, and that was not the case. Somebody should have been able to trust another person, or they trusted another person's judgment. Meanwhile, they were behind the scenes sabotaging someone and setting them up, and they were keeping secrets. And that tried to flip out upright, so somebody still has a secret, but a secret's being revealed. I'll go ahead and flip that up. There's some sort of secret that's going to be revealed. Someone wanted death consuming that vulture energy. Somebody wanted to put an end to something, or there's an end to someone ever being able to be trusted again, because they were consumed with devouring someone's work, someone's ethics. It's like somebody wanted someone completely out of whatever calling or work or career path this was. Someone has their target on another person. Someone's sights is set on another person here. So someone could be being targeted. You were targeted. This is like that group mentality. So there could have been someone in the workplace that got a little group of cronies together, those little cliques that happen in the workplace. And they could have targeted somebody. Someone has been a target. Someone is a target. And it's being kept a secret that somebody was always a target when it came to something. And this could even be going along with that gang stalking thing, like that secret society, that cult bullshit. There was a whole group of people that were involved in this. I feel like this wasn't just one person that couldn't be trusted, although someone is finding out that even within their little group, something was not as it appeared to be with Taurus. Somebody could have said you weren't a good provider, you were lazy, you didn't try to provide for your kids, your family. Somebody really went out of their way to try to make you look bad. And this could also be the relationship outside of the workplace that was affecting this as well. You could have worked with somebody that you were in a relationship with, or they could have known people that you worked with. I feel like there's a connection here. There's a strong connection here between whatever relationship you were in your personal life, and somehow that crossed over into the workplace, and there was some sort of commingling. Somebody could have slept with someone else's coworker. Somebody was not kind. Okay, someone was not kind at all. They did not provide for somebody. This could have been somebody who you were in a relationship with that pretended like they were helping you, or that they had to support you, or that you couldn't support yourself. I mean, someone just drug your name through the mud, and they could have even been shit-talking you to your coworkers. Like, this is somebody you were in a relationship with that had connections to wherever it is where you work in the workplace, and they were trash talking you, shit talking you, saying all kinds of horrible, bad things about you. And I'm getting that they could have been sleeping with a coworker or somebody that you know at work, or somebody that they work with. But whoever this is, the divine femme or masculine, this is connected to a relationship you are in and a workplace relationship that you specifically are in. That's what this message is about. That's who this is for, is somehow that's connected for a divine femme or masculine. Somebody had bad intentions to sting jellyfish, Somebody's intentions were not good intentions. Somebody had bad intentions from the start. There was a collaboration. okay? Collaborates in the reverse. So there was a collaboration of people, a group of people working together against a divine femme or masculine. So like I said, I was getting the feeling that there was a group involved, and this is in the reverse. So this is a karmic group that had bad intentions, that were trying to sting and hurt a divine femme or masculine. So maybe I don't know if like maybe you hung out with somebody outside of work with your significant other, or maybe you guys got together, maybe there was a company party or something. Somehow somebody you worked with and the person you were in a relationship with, somehow they hooked up without you knowing it. They could have been texting or calling secretly. We have the Empress here in the upright. So we have a divine femme here that this is definitely going to apply for. So someone in the feminine energy. I'm just getting the energy of like a group of jealous-ass females. Like that's just kind of the energy I'm getting, whether it's a man or a woman. Like if you were a man, maybe there was, you know, a group of females who thought that, you know, you shouldn't be with the female you're with or something like that. It's just really catty, petty shit. But you had strength, courage, and perseverance to overcome something, to get through something. You're very strong. Leo could be significant. So there's a very strong, tough-ass feminine here who had to endure a lot of bullshit. It's like you were dealing with bullshit at home, you were going to work and dealing with bullshit, and it's like you couldn't catch a break. And someone wasn't in their life's calling. Somebody who had no business interfering with your work and what you did, had no business even being in the position that they held. They weren't working on building a legacy. They weren't even doing the job they were meant to be doing. You're the Queen of Pentacles. You know how to budget money. You know how to manage money. You're a boss lady. You know what I mean? And I like to associate that with like the King and Queen of Wands as well, and the Pentacles, as far as like the boss, the natural born leader, because if you're good with money and finances, it doesn't necessarily mean you know how to run a business, but maybe you're good at like accounting or office work, something like that. Somebody could work in the office, somebody could be a clerk and, you know, an accountant, something like that, a cashier even. Yeah, there was a lion-ass King of Swords involved in this. He was cold-hearted, a vampire, time, money, energy, a cold-hearted snake. I'm just hearing, I think, what is it? Is it Paula Abdul that sings that song? He's a cold-hearted snake. He don't play by rules. He's been telling lies. That song. Someone was definitely a player, lover boy, liar. He could have slept with someone that you worked with, but they were definitely talking, plotting, manipulating something behind the scenes here. You could be juggling finances, or somebody is. This King of Swords could be as well. Someone's juggling finances here. Even though you're strong, you're courageous, even though you're good with money and budgeting, finances and stuff like that, you know, you're good at money management, so there's a reason why you're juggling finances. It's not because you don't know how to budget your money or pay your bills. Somebody is interfering with your work and your pentacles. They're trying to stop you from your doing whatever it is you're meant to do, work here. There is a group of people here talking. There's a meeting here and a union. So someone has been talking to a group of people about wanting to come into union with another person, whether it's the divine femme. So somebody could be talking to a group of people saying they want to hook up with you, unite with you, come into union. Somebody could have even told a group of people maybe they wanted to propose to you or something, or marriage could be in the cards for somebody here. Yeah, someone's in despair here. Someone is in despair. Let's see if I can't get a couple more cards to see what this despair is about. Someone could be in despair because they're juggling finances, so that could be part of that karma. Somebody could have lost their job by interfering with your job. And there's a karmic here, so the karmic person that you were in a relationship could be in despair because of some sort of swift action they took, some sort of messages that they were talking about. They could have been talking shit about you. Maybe you were engaged, maybe you were married or something. Somebody could be upset because they found out that maybe somebody does want to marry you or be with you. Somebody was evil. They were not a star. There was a jealous feminine energy here. There's an Empress in the reverse. So there was someone who was very evil and very jealous. So of course we got that jealous female energy. I told you there was just a bunch of petty ass females in this energy. And of course there was a ringleader behind this. And somebody was very evil and they wanted you out of the picture. So if you all worked together, maybe you met your significant other where you work. This female wanted you out of the picture so that they could get their claws into this masculine without you interfering or watching or being able to see what they were doing. This person could have approached them secretly. They could have exchanged numbers. But this person was very evil. She was an evil bitch. There was a big lie. This person told a very big lie. This evil Empress, this... Oh God, man. This karmic female told a big lie with Ace of Swords. She was trying to keep people from finding out the truth, that she was the piece of shit. She was the counterfeit. She was slow. She was not innocent. She was guilty of doing this, that, and the other. Everything that this person tried to accuse you of doing and sabotaged your work, that is what this person was guilty of doing. There's a big tower moment coming because somebody was hiding their true personality, their intentions. Events are out of everyone's control. Lightning is about to strike. There's a big storm coming because somebody was placing barriers in another person's path and they were trying to keep everyone blind to the fact that they were doing this with the Two of Swords here. This feminine, this karmic femme, this evil bitch was trying to keep everyone blind from the truth that they were the ones placing barriers in your path. All because someone wants to come into union with you with this Two of Cups. Somebody was jealous of a relationship. It's like this person was trying to cause conflict with you, and it's like if you... this person could have trash talked you to somebody who wanted to come into union with you. You know, like I said, there's something to do with the relationship and the workplace, and there's some sort of crossover here. For some of you, maybe somebody wanted to come towards you to be in a relationship with you, and this jealous female was doing all kinds of shit to stop this relationship from happening. And for some of you, this is somebody who cheated on you with your coworker or whatever, or both, you know, like, I don't know. This is crazy. I'm getting few different scenarios here. So you have options. Divine Femme, or somebody who wants to come into union with you knows that you have options. Beware of those options because someone is a snake in there, you know. So somebody could want to come into union with you. They had options. Maybe they were good with money with the Nine of Pentacles. You could be somebody who is good with money or finances, wants to come into union with a Divine Femme. They have options, and this karmic femme didn't want this person to even consider the Divine Femme to even be an option. This Divine Femme tried to convince this masculine energy, or whoever this other energy is, that they were the evil one, while it was them being evil the whole time, and they were the counterfeit. They could have wanted to be with this masculine just because they have money, so this person, this karmic femme, could be a gold digger. She could have thought that he had money, or, you know, or she, take it how it resonates. Somebody thought somebody was well off. There's a death, a rebirth, a transformation, and a permanent ending to something. Somebody could be passing away, but there's a transformation coming. There's a big change. Something has to die so something can be reborn. The transformation here and a permanent ending. So something is over. And I mean over. Something is dead. It's not coming back. This could be a situation. This could be a person. Somebody could have tried to end a person. Somebody could have tried to take someone's life, but they ended up being injured. So somebody sustained an injury by whatever ending this was. Something permanently ended because somebody tried to cause a permanent ending to someone, and somebody ended up getting hurt in the process. Balance has to be restored, and this person you were in a relationship with. So somebody that you were in a relationship with, you know, this karmic femme could have tried to convince this person that wanted to come into union with you that you were evil, that you were trying to take them out, that you were doing spell work on them, whatever. And so they could have actually tried to take you out because of whatever lies this person told about you. I don't know, like, I'm being bothered by this energy because it's like, you know how people, the couple will be in a relationship and one person cheats and then the other person will cheat to get back at them as retaliation. This is kind of that energy, only this is somebody's life. Okay, it's like, oh, well, somebody lied about it. So somebody lied to another person and they're like, oh, this person's trying to kill you. They're trying to unalive you. And so this person retaliated by trying to take someone out and unalive them as like a retaliation. And somebody wasn't even doing something to begin with. This is really shady. This person was a player. Someone actually was a player. There's a masculine energy here. So for some of you that were in a relationship, there was a masculine energy here who was a player, and they tried to unalive the divine femme. And they were not successful. This is a no. There's not a victory here. But the divine femme did sustain some injuries with the Nine of Wands here. So they were hurt. They're the wounded warrior. So somebody tried to take you out. Somebody that you were in a relationship with, because of some lies that someone that you possibly worked with or whatever, that wanted to take your place. I mean, this is crazy shit. There's some sort of truth being spoken here with the King of Swords. There's a truth about a third party and a barrier. So there's somebody here who maybe does want to come towards you and make you a solid offer. Somebody could have, I'm just getting that somebody could have threatened another person's life for maybe wanting to come into union with you. If this is not a divine femme that this masculine threatened or tried to harm and take their life, this is somebody. Your ex could have tried to unalive the person that wants to come towards you because they were trying to keep something hidden about, okay, this is where it's going to get veer off here a little bit. Because in this situation that I'm seeing here is a divine femme and a divine masculine, okay, that were in a relationship. And then this could be the masculine, like a karmic masculine, obviously, if they tried to unalive somebody. But there's a masculine energy here who could have been friends with somebody else that wanted this divine femme, because this person may know that they were cheating on this divine femme with their coworker, with the divine femme's coworker. And so to keep this person from talking or speaking out about it, this masculine could have tried to unalive this King of Swords. And there's some sort of truth that's being spoken, but it's because that they know that there was a third party in a situation. There's a reason this King of Swords is not coming forward and speaking something. There's a barrier here with the Hangman energy. So I hope y'all are following, because there's a few different scenarios, and it's everything may not apply to one person, but you know, I've been surprised before. If everything does apply to one person, God help you, because you got a lot going on. So we have the Queen of Swords here. So somebody could be your divine counterpart that wants to come towards you, but your karmic crazy ass ex could have tried to unalive you, or this person that wants to come towards you. They could have unalived someone like a third party, and they want to come tell you about it. I mean, there's just so much craziness. There's a competition. Someone's competing with you. Queen of Swords, you know, divine femme, divine empress. Someone's trying to compete with you, and this is crazy. Somebody's in a competition with you, and it's crazy because I don't know how many times I have to say that you can't compete where there's no comparison. You just can't. There's no competing. An empress does not compete. And this is the Queen of Swords. This badass mamma jamma, she does not compete for anything. She sure as hell is not going to be fighting over some masculine. This may be another longer read. It just takes so long to upload them. This is the Ace of Cups energy, though. Somebody is competing for a love offer, an Ace of Cups. So someone is competing with a Queen of Swords for a love offer. This is just crazy, man. This is just crazy. Somebody was disloyal, though. Okay, so somebody's not loyal. So somebody wants a love offer from somebody who is in that King of Wands energy. Moon card, secrets being exposed. So some sort of secret about a disloyalty is going to be exposed. Someone's going to speak the truth. Someone's got some splaining to do. Someone's name could be Ricky or Lucy. You know, I Love Lucy could be significant. Anything else? Okay, but some sort of secret's going to be exposed by someone who does want to be loyal to you, which makes it... And this person may even know... Okay, so say this is a divine femme, and, you know, maybe your player masculine talked shit about you, tried to ruin your work, tried to sabotage you. They could have tried to unalive you because they were dealing with a third party and chose the counterfeit, the evil bitch, over the divine femme. There's someone here that knows this. And this could be that King of Swords. Somebody who wants to be loyal to the Queen of Swords, someone who could be their divine counterpart, their divine match, knows the secret, and the secret is being exposed to this person. They're waking up to the truth, and they may want to come speak this truth to the Queen of Swords, because they know about this competition, and they know that somebody's life, there was an attempt on someone's life because of this third-party relationship, and because someone didn't want the world to find out what a piece of shit they really are. And this is just nuts. This is just crazy. But it's the truth here. Energy does not lie. That one kind of wanted to flip, but I'm gonna let it go. So somebody was in fear about something being exposed. Somebody is scared that maybe they're going to get caught for trying to unalive somebody, just to cover up their bullshit. And that's another thing I don't understand. Oh, I don't want the world to know what a piece of shit I am, so I'm just gonna take someone's life for that. I mean, I don't know, maybe they were up to other illegal shit too, but someone was wearing a mask. They were hiding who they really were. And this is the feminine energy here. So this is that karmic femme energy. They're scared. They were scared about something, about a show, some sort of persona, about them being exposed, possibly how evil they are, how dark they are. They could have been into dark witchcraft, something like that. You know, that they were trying to sabotage someone's work and possibly attempted, you know, somebody here tried to take an attempt on someone's life. That they were watching, spying, trying to see how else they could sabotage somebody and get away with it. We have a feminine energy here in the upright. This could be Empress energy. There's a mature woman here. Yeah, this karmic femme had no shame. They may have been embarrassed, or they, you know, but I feel like they had no shame. You know, they didn't. I feel like they're not embarrassed or ashamed about what they did, but I'm getting like a sense of shame. Like maybe they do have some sort of regret. Maybe because the relationship didn't work out between them and your ex, or whoever you are in this situation. Who, you know, there's obviously, if someone tries to unalive you, they're not your divine counterpart. They obviously chose the karmic route if it was your person that you were in a relationship with that did it. But it was either your ex or the person that they were dealing with that tried to unalive somebody here. So somebody may have been embarrassed or ashamed when they found out how crazy your ex is. So this person may have been all gung-ho to hook up with your ex, only to find out that they were dark, that they were crazy, that they were the problem, not you. So this person could have hooked up with your ex thinking they were hitting the jackpot here. They hit the lottery. They were going to get some sort of money. They were going to have a good life. But they didn't know how dark this person was. And you did. That's why you were struggling at home and at work. You know, you were like probably just, my God, you were probably just exhausted. But you have somebody here that wants to celebrate with you, partner up with you, and this is going to make you very happy. There's going to be a new union here. I feel like this is somebody new altogether. This person is an upstanding person. I'm getting Hierophant energy, an official person. So, you know, somebody could be upstanding. They're going to be loyal. Someone is trying to sell someone some bullshit about a house, acting like they want to help somebody. So someone is trying to, someone's trying to rope someone in by making them an offer, possibly with a house or a place to stay, trying to act as if they're helping somebody out, or somebody, yeah, somebody's trying to rope you in. I don't want to take that as a negative card this time. Normally, I feel like someone's trying to sell you some bullshit because that's the commercial from the movie. But I feel like there is an official person here who is trying to rope you in, and there could be an offer of a house, moving in together. Somebody wants to actually help you. So if you're juggling those finances, there is someone here that actually wants to help you. You know, normally I look at this as kind of a negative card, but in this scenario, I'm just picking up the energy that it's not to look at it in a negative light, to look at it in a positive light, especially because all the rest of the cards are actually good cards. So there was talk, there was gossip, you know, there's 3 people here. There was gossip, talk, whisper, third party situation here. And then there's a younger feminine energy and a masculine, and I'm, you know, like someone's getting ready to do something. So someone's getting ready to take some sort of action towards a feminine energy. Somebody could have been homeless. Somebody could have wanted you to be homeless. So there was a lot of talk, gossip, rumors, you know, possibly about someone being homeless or being poor or being, you know, nasty or, you know, like a trash, you know, garbage, just trash. Someone was just trash talking you. They tried to make you look like you were trash. They wanted other people to see you as trash. I mean, this person was just really messed up themselves. You know what I mean? But they didn't want anyone else to know how messed up they were, so then they started bashing you and shit-talking you, and then, you know, sleeping with your coworkers. This isn't a shopping trip. It's a manhunt / rescue mission. So somebody wants to help you out of this shit. Someone wants to rescue you from this crazy mess that you're in. I mean, this sounds like an episode of like true crime or some crazy shit like that. But somebody wants to help you out of this situation so that, you know, somebody knows about it. Somebody knows what was going on behind the scenes. They just haven't told you yet. But this person wants to partner up with you. There was some sort of communication. Somebody could have received a phone call, email, text, whatever. There was some sort of communication that somebody received. And somebody wants to get you out of this situation. Somebody wants to help you out. Somebody could have found out that, you know, if this is like somebody's friend or someone that they know, like say this is like 2 masculines that know each other or something, somebody found out something from a telephone call or something. You know, somebody could have been talking, you know, whether it's on the phone or in person, and somebody let something slip that they weren't supposed to let slip. And they exposed themselves with some sort of secret and their involvement in a situation. Narcs usually have a tendency to tell on themselves. If you listen hard enough, they're bragging at you as they're trying to gaslight you, you know what I mean? Like, they like to tell on themselves, and if you pay attention, you'll see it. Someone needs to focus on themselves, because someone was not crying over you. They wanted you to cry. I mean, you could have cried over this person. You could have found out they had a secret lover, so someone's secret lover could have been crying, this third party. Someone was set up. These came out sideways. So someone was set up, meeting with somebody secretly. You were scammed by these thieves. So they tried to steal shit from you. Your time, money, energy, your career, your life, everything. You know, they wanted to steal everything from you, and you're going to receive some sort of unexpected help. And there's a friend involved in something. And this friend knows what is going on. Somebody could want to be your friend. Somebody's friend knows something, whether it's your ex's friend, which I said, that could want to hook up with you. Somebody's friend knows something, and they want to come towards you, and they're going to expose this, but they weren't awakened. They didn't want to see the truth. But now they don't have a choice but to see the truth. It's right in front of their face. I'm hearing the proof is in the pudding, you know, like it's like right in front of them, and if they don't see it, it's because they're choosing not to see it, but someone is seeing it. They're waking up. An ex-boyfriend or girlfriend is involved. Somebody needed to heal their childhood wounds. They could have said that about you. They could have said you had issues, that you do this, that, and the other. They could have said you needed therapy. Meanwhile, they're the crazy ass ones that need therapy. Someone's going to tell you some important information. Something was fake love. I did not trip and fall. Something was fake love. If they had spiritual gifts, they lost their spiritual gifts because of what they did, because they were trying to hurt you, because they didn't heal their childhood wounds. So someone's ex was still acting out, lashing out from some childhood wounds. Maybe they had mommy daddy issues, something like that. Yeah, somebody thought you were as dull as dishwater, but I'm getting like it's just either this masculine or this femme, you know, the karmic masculine or feminine energy, either one. They were both dull as dishwater because they thought they could get away with this. Obviously they were not able to set you up because you're still here. But someone's stuck between a rock and a hard place. And this could be the person that wants to come forward and expose the truth about something. Someone could be stuck literally between a rock and a hard place about what to do about a situation, because there could have been a lot of shady criminal activities that happened here. Something could have happened in the last 24 to 48 hours, or the next 24 to 48 hours could be significant. And there's a Thursday in June that is significant to somebody here. Someone is living under the same roof as someone who is very envious and jealous. We have under the same roof and green-eyed monster. So somebody could have lived under the same roof. This could even be the person that you were in a relationship with that is envious and jealous, or your ex is currently living with this green-eyed monster now. So, you know, birds of a feather flock together. That's part of that group. So the ringleader of this group could be living in the same house as your ex. A Leo could be significant. Someone was your worst nightmare. They could have brought you your worst nightmare. You avoided this person like the plague because you found out that they didn't really love you. You know, time is of the essence. They want to give you the kiss of death, so they may have some sort of life insurance or something writing on the fact of you not being alive, possibly the fact that you may know some secrets about them that they don't want exposed. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. They're not really missing you. They're just scared about what you know and what you can do about it with the scared stiff. There's something significant about December. It was only a matter of time. By hook or crook, someone was still trying to make something happen. As of December, they were still up to some shady shit, but you never looked back. Once you left from this person, you never looked back because of what they did. And they're scared stiff that you're not looking back, because this person could have thought that maybe they could come in, love bomb you, sweep you back off of your feet, and then get rid of you once and for all. This person's as ugly as sin, okay? They're not able to take something to the next level. You are a sincere person, and this person is just not a good, kind soul. They're beating a dead horse. They were shady as fuck, and you left them. That's why you're not dealing with them anymore. And a Sagittarius could be significant. You know this person's as slippery as an eel, and that's why someone has to throw in the towel. It's not successful. It's not going to happen. All right, let's get some letters here. Person, place, or thing. I had O. O could be significant. Huh. Oh, it's definitely significant because that just flew out again. So I have two O's. Y. U. Another Y. So there's definitely someone here who's trying to copy someone. There's like two sets here. So there's definitely someone that's trying to twin you or mirroring you or trying to copy you or be you. I'm getting like that counterfeit energy. E. P. X. And another U, so I'll pull two more. K. And T. So I have EPX, TK, two O's, a Y, two Y's, and two U's, okay? And then I'll roll a few numbers just to see. 1, 3, so 13 could be significant. 2 and 1, so 13, 21 could be significant. And then I have 3, so 33 could be significant. 1 and 3, so 13. 2 and 1, so 21. And 1 and 3 and 2. All right, I hope this helps. Have a good day.